Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Spitball Media Podcast. We're going to spit out the top entertainment stories of the week. We're going to choke on it. We're going to chew it. We're going to spit it out, and you're going to suck it up like a biscuit. My name is John Draper. Shah, are you ready to spit out? We got so much entertainment news this week. You can spit it.
I don't know if that's the right, verbiage for a, choke on it and spit on it. I don't want to do all that, but
we're going to swoosh it around in your mouth.
Yeah, that's okay.
How about that's good, right? Swoosh it in the mouth like Listerine.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to John. I am excited though. Cuckoo's coming out. I think maybe this weekend or next weekend.
Oh no, my friend, I'm going 12:30 this Saturday. B-Show Brian, you're wearing a tank top, which means your nipples are ready for business.
Absolutely, and as fat as I've been in my day, I've never slurped up a biscuit. I will say that.
How do you have you hocked to it? Have you hocked to it a biscuit?
I cannot say I have. I've come close.
Well, listen, don't hawk to it just yet. We got a whole show we're going to get to. We got tons of stuff this week. This is an action-packed fucking show. We're going to have to keep this shit fucking moving. We have an even bigger show with the Patreon. So the only way to check that out is by going to patreon.com/Spitball Media. Shop $5. It's a good investment, especially in these troubled market times.
Yeah, man. I bought a small bag of chips now just for $3. So I'm talking small bag of chips. You know, the shits that used to be 99 cents? $3 now. So give us $5 a month. You'll get plenty. I'm talking thousands of hours at this point.
Thousands. Yeah.
Go check it out.
B-Show, it is. It's a premium program affordable package that we made for the working class person.
Absolutely, because we've talked about this before. There's a lot of other creators out there. I mean, more power to them, but they have several Patreons for one show, or they have, a $100 tier and a $50 tier. Fuck that shit. $5 gets you the whole catalog going all the way back to the Break the Apocalypse days. Some episodes we never released on the free that are specific to Patreon. And we do the monthly bonus shows, which I might do one this month. Because you did one last month. I just have to figure out what I want to do.
Was that soft, subtle hint I gave you last week?
No, that's another one, but yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say.
I'm trying to remember which one, like the Carrie thing. I think you were talking about.
The Carrie thing. I was like, somebody should do a show about that. But Shah, also, as far as premium program packaging goes, they get access to the Q&A, which is the staple show, really, of the Patreon.
Yeah, we just put a new one out too. 2.5 hours long. So
that's right.
Definitely a lengthy one. Go check it out. If you're not a Patreon yet, that's a good reason to go cop up.
Oh, for sure. And of course, B-Show, we got to get that link up for the new month for August, right?
Yeah, I've been busy this week. As soon as I told you I'd do it, I completely forgot. So I'll get it up there.
Well, listen, thanks to everybody who contributed to the Q&A. God, there was a lot of new people. And by the way, I love that shit. People who were contributing to the Patreon, get questions in. That's the whole point. Every question gets answered. No limit on questions. We ran through everything. Shah, I forgot. We sat through like 2.5 hours in the morning, didn't we, on Sunday? Saturday.
Yeah, literally little over 2.5 hours.
Wow. Well, listen, there's plenty of time to do that. If you haven't already, go to patreon.com/Spitball Media. I had to break the apocalypse flashback there. And of course, thank you to everybody who's been contributing to the show. Thank you to the new and old, the young and old, the just joined us. B-Show, who do we got chilling in the chat, dude? I feel like we got a bunch of fun people chilling right now.
We do. We got Fatty from the Bayou Geeks. We got Marquise, Joe Punches. What's up, man? Robbie Desir. I can never say his name properly. Desarle. I'm just calling him Desjale.
Desjale sounds like a fun name. I like that.
Yeah. We had John JLD 999. Rich. Hey now, Rich Dow.
Hey now, Rich Dow. He should totally change that to his name.
I know he should. Robbie, was I close, Robbie? I know he's laughing at me for mispronouncing.
Oh, what's up, Robbie?
I have that German tongue. It's hard for me. Desjare? Oh,
Sachet Chante.
How do we say it? How do we say it the last time?
I forget. He corrected us.
Okay.
We're gonna be here all day. We're gonna be here all day. Get it? See what I did there? I rhymed it. John JLD's got a question. What's he got? The last minute they put Chris Evans in together and go see it. They know Falcon. Oh, about the new Captain America movie? I don't know, but I'm psyched about Red Hulk, and I love Sam Wilson as Captain America. I'm a super comic guy.
And you know what? The Red Hulk thing. Red Hulk thing. Vindication for that girl who got fucking bitched at by these dumbass people on social media. Some of which are podcasters and jumped all over her for it. And guess what? Isn't Harrison Ford Red Hulk?
Yeah, he's Red Hulk. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
So
that's
if you
wild.
jumped on her, go fuck yourself.
Well, listen, we got a shit ton to get to tonight, but first and foremost, I want to just mention this really quick. The movie Cuckoo is very quietly opening this weekend. We've been talking about it quite a bit. And I want to point out, it's not playing in my two major theaters. Only one of them is showing it, Shah. So I'm a little concerned about that because I expected this to be a bigger film. Hunter Schafer is very popular, coming off of her TV show Euphoria with Zendaya. There's a lot of nudity in that. Of course, Sydney Sweeney, and a bunch of people spinning out from that. Shah, it's opening very quietly, and it has a 79%. What are we thinking? I'm going to go see it at 12:30 this weekend.
Yeah, man, I'm definitely excited for this one. And Neon's been on a roll. Immaculate made a decent amount of money. Long Legs is like setting records at this point.
Yeah.
So, I know it's coming out very quietly, but hopefully it does a decent profit for them. Because honestly, dude, I'm kind of more invested in Neon at this point than anything else. They've been fucking killing it this year. Even last year, they put out what was it, Triangle of Sadness? They put out a bunch of shit.
Yeah, they put out a bunch of shit last year for sure.
What was that other one? The Anatomy of a Fall.
Anatomy of a Fall.
Yeah.
The movie that won the Academy Award for about the Holocaust. There. I can't remember. I can never remember the name of that movie. Neon is hot shit, but look, It Lives Inside. We've talked about that. Babes.
Eileen. Eileen, I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, Eileen was supposed to be very good. We've talked about that for a while. And obviously it goes back to its Parasite roots there. Possessor, Colossal. I like Colossal quite a bit. I saw Assassination Nation, which is the precursor to Euphoria in a lot of ways. Same creator there. But Bisho, Cuckoo, I'm excited. I don't know, because we still have this Deadpool thing happening, and we have Long Legs rounding $100 million on a $10 million budget. What are our predictions for Cuckoo? I have a feeling it's going to do just okay.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff that's going to be good that's swallowed up by other things, especially with Wolverine and Deadpool still in theaters. I mean, that's a huge, huge movie. That's like the Barbenheimer type shit from last year, but this year. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's probably going to be a lot of good movies that get kind of lost at sea, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Cuckoo will do fine, but I don't think it's going to do Long Legs numbers.
No, I don't think so either. I think it might do decent, maybe more like Maxine. Shah, you predicting it's going to do well? I mean, look, I predict Deadpool is just going to steamroll everything again. But Shah, what are we thinking? We thinking it's going to do okay?
Yeah, I think it's going to do okay. I would have really liked to see what happened with Barbie and Oppenheimer. Have almost like an encore presentation of that this year, but do it with Long Legs and Deadpool. That would have been like, imagine if Long Legs ended up making like fucking $300 million because of that.
They could have called it Dead Legs.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
See?
I can't see that happening for Cuckoo, but Long Legs would have had some potential just because they're so opposites, almost like Oppenheimer and Barbie. But yeah, dude, I'm excited for this to come out. I don't know if I'm going to catch it at the theater because I have a feeling this is going to be out for like a week or two and that's it.
Yeah.
But the sooner they get it out at the theater, the sooner I can get it on physical. So I'll be watching it as soon as it comes out.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go. I'm going. Now, I'm going to be at the movies twice. I'm going to be at Long Legs. I was going to say Long Legs. I'm going to be at Cuckoo Saturday. Then Monday night, my kids are back. So we're going to go see another round of Deadpool with the three of us and get that out of the way before they go back to college. But there's a lot of exciting movie stuff going on. There's a lot of trailers that broke. For some reason, I don't see any of them in the B show. All that stuff's gone. I don't see it in the private chat. What's going on?
There it is.
Oh, beautiful. So we have a ton of trailers that came out across all the spectrum as far as this goes. Horror, action, comedy, biopics. I mean, my fucking God. And also I did want to point out, I was going to go see Trap, but because of the bad reviews, I did not go see it. I heard mixed reviews. Robbie's saying it was wildly disappointing. John was just asking about it. I heard mixed things. I heard some people that said Trap was fine. I heard some people that said it was an abortion. Shah, before we move on, what did you hear about Trap? From people
I've heard that the first half is good. The setup is pretty decent, and then
falls apart.
Typical M. Night Shyamalan fashion. He shits the bed at the end.
Right.
I don't think I'm going to see this anytime soon. I don't even know if I'm going to buy this on physical. I'll probably wait till it comes out on streaming. I'm not the biggest M. Night fan, honestly. I think the last movie that I enjoyed by him was probably, Knock at the Cabin was decent.
Yeah, you liked it.
Yeah, I did like that. But prior to that, dude, it was probably like The Village. I don't like anything he's done.
Wow. Okay. B-Show, what about you? Do you know anybody who saw it? Like I said, I heard mixed things.
The only reviews I've seen are that it's typical M. Night Shyamalan, where like the beginning is good or the first half is good, and then everything falls apart in the third act. Yeah. So, not surprised at all. I don't even know if this guy's batting 500 anymore. He's got a pretty good reputation for kind of shit in the bed at the end of the movie. So, no, this is not high on my priority. If I do get out this weekend, I want to see Cuckoo or Deadpool and Wolverine. I still want to see that in the theaters.
Yeah.
Although I'm starting to get spoilers, which I'm kind of getting pissed
I know,
at.
it sucks.
My fault.
My brother Mike is holding on for the weekend, and I go, did it get ruined for you? He goes, just one little thing, and it wasn't a big thing. And I was like, oh, dear God. Like, I was only one. Literally, I'm seeing like 5 minutes of the movie at a clip on here. So, yeah, Robbie was saying the first half was good. Then it becomes a movie about his own daughter. Oh, shout out to Chris Matthews for hanging out with us tonight. But, yeah, listen, M. Night is kind of like, for me, he's, Shah, like he's falling in that Kevin Smith, dare I say Eli Roth, which we will talk about in the Patreon, kind of category where maybe it's kind of over. You know what I mean? As far as that we're not getting anything good from these guys anymore.
Yeah, I still got to see Old. The trailer looked good.
It's good. Old is very good. I like Old a lot.
Is it?
Oh yeah, Old.
That's mostly hated. I've heard nothing but bad things about it.
It's a weird movie. Like it's weird. It's done well. Premise is great. Bisho, have you seen Old?
No, but I know what the plot is.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not what you think. When you and I think the people in it were very good. I think that was maybe one of the best casts he's ever had. It was a very sort of diverse cast. A lot of people I never heard of, that sort of thing. But people, the movie fucking gods have dropped a lot of bombs on us right now. Hey now, Rich Dow. The guy's like the hockey player in the breakaway that dangles one too many times. Dirty dangles, eh? That's what they would say in Letterkenny, dirty dangles. So we have a dick ton. And some of these are low budget horror. Like I said, some of these are mainstream films. But they're all interesting in their own little world here. So we want to jump on them and see what you guys think about them. So we're going to start. Bisha, what's the first one we're running with here?
Why don't we just go straight down?
Let's do the list.
Demon Disorder.
Okay, Demon Disorder. Is this the Shudder movie?
We'll find out. I think it is one you sent over earlier.
Yeah, this is, I think, a British movie coming to Shudder. I like the title, The Demon Disorder. I was going to call my book that, Shah, but then they made this movie.
Kind of sounds like When Evil Lurks.
Let's see.
That's
All
kind
right,
of a Demon Disorder.
This is a Shudder exclusive. I believe it's British. Or it could be UK. I know people don't like when I do that. I apologize. It's The Demon Disorder.
The Lord will plague you with wasting diseases.
Oof.
Fever, inflammation.
Uh-oh.
Till he has destroyed you.
Shah, I think you spoke too soon.
Of the evil you have done.
Whoa, I like it so far. So a guy's chained to a room with a crucifix, and it's his father. Oh, fuck. What is this guy doing?
Jesus Christ.
What are you doing here?
Was that a baby?
I don't know.
It's still.
I think it was a chicken.
Chicken.
First I thought it was nightmares, trauma maybe, but
Is this Australian?
it's dad all over again.
Jesus Christ, Will, put the hammer down!
What do you expect me to do? Maybe he'll open up to you.
Was a chicken.
Doesn't occur to you Philip's just traumatized by what happened?
Look at this kid.
He's still with us.
I'm into it.
Goddamn.
We got family curse, maybe?
Philip.
Like, let's... So, uh-oh. A lot of chicken eating. Ooh.
That's a bad day at the office. Someone jacks you in the neck like
This
this.
looks good. I don't know what you guys think. I'm digging
It's
this.
like a parasite.
Oh, it's like
I
a
think this thing
demonic
needs to grow until
parasite.
it's strong enough.
It's like Jason Goes to Hell.
Strong enough for what? To live on its own.
I'm into it. This really does remind me now of When Evil
Guys.
Lurks, guys. Great. And I think it's Australia.
We received a call from this address.
I can reassure you that everything is fine.
Oh, a hand popped right out of a guy's chest.
I'm afraid we're going to have to insist.
Uh-oh. Yo.
That was gnarly looking.
Yo, Shah. I think you kind of nailed it. It looks kind of like a curse. I believe it's Australian. So now I'm going to get in a lot of trouble from our UK friends. Shah, what were you thinking of this trailer? I think this looks pretty damn interesting.
Yeah, I was only mentioning When Evil Lurks just because of the name, because it was almost like a demonic plague.
Right.
But this actually kind of has the same vibe. I feel like they would make a good double feature. I'm for it, dude. I mean, the practical effects look great.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that thing is that they just birthed.
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah, it looks good. I love the blinking in his chest.
Yeah.
That was dope. That's what really sold me. I was kind of iffy about it until then, but
Yeah.
it looks
had
good, man. Yeah.
really like V-Show has like familiar vibe practical effects that don't look bad.
Yeah, and like lots of goo and ooze and griminess. The one when the arm comes out, it reminds me of a scene that I love in the second Nightmare on Elm Street when Freddy comes out of Jesse and like slices him open and peels out like a fucking butterfly. I love movies like that where evil is born through people. And I wonder if the demon disorder, I mean, probably an allegory for mental illness and family ties and shit like that.
Yeah.
But this looks really good.
Yeah, I'm impressed, guys. I'm not fronting. Like, for those of you listening to the podcast and not watching in the chat on YouTube, I would recommend going to check this out. Shah, I feel like this looks like it might deliver here.
Yeah, and this is I'm just glad they didn't go with the cheese fest like they did with Late Night with the Devil, you know, because that was a Shudder movie also, and that's what turned me off. I thought it was a very serious movie for the first half. I thought the setup was great, and then it took a fucking turn into like a trauma film. So I'm glad this is, you know, a little bit more serious. But dude, I'll watch this as soon as they release it. I'm actually kind of excited for this.
Yeah, and they just dropped this I think yesterday, and I'm excited. And so the movie is called The Demon Disorder. Guys in the chat, are they watching? Let us know what you think of it. But we're gonna move on. We have just a ton of trailers, and they're all very interesting. So you guys probably don't know this about me, but I am a devotee of the theater. I am a theater kid. I was in a professional theater company as a child, and I was in a company with people on the Cosby Show and that were in big movies and TV shows and dancers. I was like the shitty like Brooklyn Guido guy in it. I was like, you know, like if it was Fame, I probably had a chain at one point. That's how Italian I was. I'm not even joking, but I'm a big fan of theater, and I really am. I'm a super fan of theater. More probably than any other medium. I love musicals. I kind of have that Trey Parker vibe, only without the talent. And Saturday Night Live, I've been watching probably since 1975, like when it debuted. And it's been a staple in my family. I'm not talking about the shitty one now that anyone can be on if you just check off a Benetton box and you hire you. But the vintage, the OG Saturday Night Live, cocaine-fueled 20-something nobodies, drunk on drugs, fist fighting, fucking each other. And they made a movie, a feature film. Ivan Reitman's son, who's taken over the Ghostbusters franchise, Jason Reitman, brilliant filmmaker, about the opening night of Saturday Night Live in, I believe it may have been October of 1975. And the trailer just dropped. And it's a lot of people that we don't know. The only people I see in it, some guy plays Jim Henson because he was on the original episode. So we're going to play this trailer. It's a short trailer, but we're probably going to stop it halfway through because copyrights. And it's called Saturday Night. And here we go.
Hey, free comedy show, plenty of seats, plenty of tickets left, guys. Free show. Fuck's sake.
Oh, that's Finn Wolfhard there, I think, from Stranger Things.
So I think he's in Ghostbusters too.
Yeah. And Jason Reitman directs Ghostbusters. It's the very first.
My name is Lorne Michaels. I'm the producer of Saturday Night.
The whole night?
There's Andy Kaufman, guys. Look.
Chevy Chase, Gilda Radner, and how the fuck do you pronounce this?
Roy.
Wow.
You know, I was thinking, why don't we punt? We should run
That's
the dress
Philip
rehearsal
Seymour
and claw
Hoffman's
back a win
son,
next
Shah.
Saturday.
We can't, Dick. It's a live show.
He plays Dick
We're just
Emerson.
not ready.
Doesn't matter that we're ready. It matters that it's 11:30. That's when we go on.
Yeah, because Ebersol was the producer before Lorne Michaels, right?
All I'm
Well,
trying
Lorne
to do is
Michaels,
give you
Dick
advice.
Ebersol, I think, was the president.
It's in
of the
everyone's
state.
best interest, mainly yours.
But
Sorry, was that a
that's
threat?
Philip Seymour Hoffman's son.
You haven't locked
And look who's in it, Shah.
Your crew is in open rebellion.
Fuck you. I definitely fuck you.
The writers on the 17th floor tied a belt around Big Bird's neck and hung him from my dressing room door.
Let's pause it. Okay. Let's pause it. So, Shah, right off we got Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, and we also have your favorite actor in the whole wide world, Willem Dafoe. They're all playing real people.
Yeah, originally, I had no interest in this whatsoever, but immediately I'm kind of sold on this, dude. This looks good.
It's supposed to be raw as fuck. We also have Andy Kaufman. Dude from Succession plays Jim Henson. Yes, I forget his name. Thank you, Digital Lizard. Oh, Digital Lizard, what's up? Yeah, Shah, I'm excited. I mean, this looks like no punches are going to be pulled here. It's an R-rated movie. Robbie's saying it looks good.
Need some time to adjust to the characters of who's playing who. I think that's the main thing that would throw me off. But it looks really good, though.
B-Show, what are you thinking here?
It looks awesome because as great as that cast was and as great as those episodes were,
legendary.
The stories from behind the scenes that you alluded to earlier has to be like the sum is worth more than its parts. Yeah. And I agree with Shah. I could tell Gilda Radner was Gilda Radner because of the frizzy hair and the look.
Aykroyd,
yeah. But like even the subtle touches of like Don Pardo is like, what the fuck? How do you pronounce his name? Yeah. Like little shit like that. It's just, it adds those touches of realism, you know?
Yeah. And, and we don't even know like this cast. We don't know much about it. So there's a little bit left of the trailer there. So it looks very dirty, Robbie. You're right. Because it was dirty. Everybody like Carlin does walk on. Like there's so many famous people in this one night that like it changed television forever. So let's finish up this little trailer here.
Into this ensemble.
Oh, is this an ensemble?
Holy
NBC makes more money playing reruns of The Tonight Show.
NBC is lucky to have something as relevant as this show.
All right. Can you pause it there for a second because I think we lost the audio and it's out of sync there. Hit it again, see if it syncs up. I don't know.
That's why they're paying us all to be here.
I mean, we're 90 minutes of live television by a group of 20-year-olds who've never made anything. Do you ever stop and wonder why they said yes? A counterculture show starring total unknowns with zero narrative and even less structure. They want you to fail.
We just have to make it to air.
Am I still in the show?
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, tripped over my penis.
Yeah.
Who is that supposed to be?
Chevy
Chase.
Chevy.
That's the one that I could recognize. That's the only one.
Now, spoiler alert, I am beyond familiar with this because I've had the book for decades. I've had several books about Saturday Night Live, and I'm a devotee. Shah, this looks like a gritty, raw fucking movie.
Yeah, if it was a little dirtier, I would say it kind of reminds me of like a PTA movie, you know? Paul Thomas Anderson. It kind of reminds me of like those like 70s like
clothes, the way it's shot. Yes, thank you. 100%. Yeah.
I love PTA, by the way, man. I can't wait till he makes some other shit.
Huge fan. I'm into it. I'm totally into this movie. B-Show, I'm sold. What are you thinking?
I would love to go see this. Looks fantastic. I wasn't there, obviously, to see in real time the first season in Stars, but I've seen them on reruns. And it's just something about that era. There's a lot of nostalgia for the 90s now and for the 80s, but to go back to the late 70s.
75.
Oh, yeah, mid-70s, yeah.
Yeah,
and to tell these stories and to be honest about it, too. It doesn't look like a puff piece. It's not like one of the movies that comes up about these that... and I'm sure it's going to make Lorne Michaels look good and Dick Ebersol to an extent, or whoever greenlit this movie.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's pretty honest and pretty wide open because they made. As soon as you said Chevy Chase, I said, okay, kind of being a dick and falling all over the place. That's Chevy Chase.
Yeah, and you're gonna see fighting. I think Gilda's sleeping with like two of the dudes already. That's not to. And Gilda's a legend. I'm not besmirching her. They're all fucking each other, doing coke together, getting drunk together. They're all very young. Shah, I think the median age there is like 22 years old. They're all like literally a college age. It's crazy to think of. Like Belushi, Gilda Radner, Chevy Chase. You're also going to have Carlin and other famous people at like in their 20s. I mean, for some of them in their 20s, it's crazy to think about.
Now, do you know if this is going to be rated R or is?
Oh, it's 100% rated R. Yeah, it's rated
R. Gotcha.
They put a fuck
Yeah,
in the
I'm
trailer,
excited,
of course. Yeah, fuck in the trailer.
I'm not too familiar with like the OG, cast because I was never a big SNL person, but movies like this where I feel like it's like a time capsule. I love movies like this, so
yeah,
I'm
I'm
definitely
excited
sold
for
on
it. Well, a lot of people in the chat seem really into it too. Digital Lizard is talking about who's playing who there. Robbie's like Defoe. I'm in. Looks dirty. Digital Lizard saying the dude from New Girl is playing Garrett Morris. Yes, I did recognize that because my wife and my daughter are like New Girl. Not really my show, but they're into it. Yeah, that comes out, I believe, in the fall, and it is obviously going to theaters because it's, look, it's a big. Jason Reitman's kind of a big deal, and his father, obviously, Ivan Reitman, B-show. My God, Ivan Reitman was a legendary director and producer, right?
Absolutely. In fact, I just watched the new Frozen something Ghostbusters
How was
the
it?
other night.
Was it okay? I heard it was very kiddie, but I would still want to see it.
Very kiddie. Fun concept, I guess. It wasn't the greatest movie, but it's almost like Beverly Hills Cop. Like, it's not going to be the original, but it was good enough. So.
Yeah, I'll still check it out. And I think that was that Finn Wolfhard kid who's in that too. Rich Dow never was in Stand Up. I get the exact same feel as Shah. Yeah, it looks like a gritty, like grindhousey kind of movie, for lack of a better term. Speaking of gritty, Steven Soderbergh, who's been making some artistic choices the last few years, coming off of things like Ocean's 11, Ocean's 12, and some of his other films. He has made a horror movie exclusively from the viewpoint of a malevolent spirit. The entire horror film is all Shah. This is dead ass serious. The entire horror film is from the interpretation of a demonic spirit. You're only seeing things from the interpretation of the demonic spirit, which none of us have heard any of this about. If anyone in the chat heard of this before today, please let us know. But Shah, ambitious, don't you think?
Yeah, I just don't know how this would work. Because where does the horror come in if you can't really see the demon, if you're seeing it from the demon's point of view?
You might be seeing it do some ill shit. That's the thing I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have this trailer. It's a short trailer. It's from, Steven Soderbergh. He's a very stylized director. He's done a lot of, like I said, more artistic things. And it's got Lucy Liu and Chris Sullivan in it. Comes out next year. And it's called Presence. And we're just going to play. It's under a minute. So we should probably be okay here. Let's take a look.
Thanks to Joe Punches for sending this over, by the way.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Punches. Sex Lies. Wow, great movie. Sex Lies videotape. Traffic. He's got bangers, Shah. Out of Sight's a good movie, too. Aaron Brockovich is very
Aaron
good.
Brockovich?
Yeah, look at Contagion. Look at this lineup he's got. Unsane. He shot all that on an iPhone. Ocean's 11. And now he's got, wow, look at this. Now, we're not going to get much here, people. But look at this mood he's setting here.
Yeah, for those of you listening, it's just the same type of voyeuristic, just looking around type of shit from Long Legs that we talked about.
And it just drops.
That's
it.
So this is like Hollywood, like Skinny Marink.
And it's neon. Shall let's pull it up.
Skinny Marink with a bigger budget.
Well, it's Skinamarink with a guy who's got about 10 bangers under his belt, who could pretty much wipe his ass with anything he wants. This is a very interesting concept. They're probably not going to give us much. He's also a strange dude. Notice they didn't. He made a movie with the porn actress who's pretty hot, mainstreaming her there. Let's see what we could find out about this. I just find this idea fascinating because even Steven Soderbergh Shah is getting in on the horror juice. He's getting in on the horror juice. Bisho, what can we find out of this?
So, according to World of Real, Neon bought Presence at Sundance back in January. It's an 85-minute ghost story. Most reactions have been positive, 92% on Rotten Tomatoes based on 38 reviews. It's got an 80 on Metacritic. Let's see. Latest effort is a spook fest starring Lucy Liu, Chris Sullivan, and Julia Fox. It's a horror film, but it's dubbed a psychological thriller based on reviews that's very much in the vein of horror. There's not much details in this article.
Wow, they're going to keep it under wraps.
It's a suburban house that's inhabited by an unknown force. And what's original about the film is that he decided to shoot the entire thing from the point of view of the ghost. That's pretty much it.
Wow. Okay, Bisho, can this work?
I mean, people lost their shit over Skinamarink, as Shah said for a while. So as long as you give it some substance, I guess you could do this. And I guess maybe if you think about the success of, In a Violent Nature, I think with a spirit that's not seen, you could float around and be almost just like a fly on the wall watching certain things happen. That could be interesting. Instead of just, hey, right here, tight shot, mid close up, and then far shot. It's just the spirit floating around watching the family and what's going on. I could see it.
Yeah, I could see it. I think you have to be. You got to know what you're doing. Shah, what are you thinking here? Because I think this is either going to be brilliant or a big piece of shit. But Neon seems to be pretty hot right now, and by the time this comes out, they'll have a lot of bangers under their belt.
If Neon wasn't behind this, I would be kind of speechless because it's hard to judge. All we saw was a fucking window in a wall.
Yeah.
But the fact that Neon is behind it, I'm just gonna trust the process. They haven't let me down yet, really. So, we'll see next year.
Yeah.
I like the concept though. Like, it's a very original concept. I just don't know how it's gonna be executed. Like, that's kind of what I need to know to determine whether it's gonna be a piece of dog shit or a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, I think because it's Soderbergh. I mean, you look at that lineup, guys. Not for nothing. A lot of bangers in that line. I mean, Shah, look at that guy's lineup.
Well, believe it or not, I'm not too familiar with this filmography.
You've never seen Sex, Lies, and Videotape? You would be into that movie.
No, I've never seen Ocean's 11. I haven't seen.
Well, that's
any
a little more Hollywoody, but
Yeah.
Sex, Lies, and Videotape was a game changer. I mean, it was a genre changing. It kind of kicked off indie film into the mainstream. There was no movie like it. It was controversial. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen any of them.
None of those? B-Show, you've seen a bunch of those, right?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Brockovich.
Great movie. It's a great fucking movie. It really
And
is.
that's the thing I noticed when his filmography came up, is it's so many different types of movies.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
he's done like the crime thriller. He's done the
Contagion.
the ensemble. Yeah, Contagion.
Contagions a fucking hard movie. Shah, you would like Contagion.
Aaron Brockovich is about a woman who's
Biopic.
taken on big fucking corporations.
Yeah, it's a
in some
biopic.
podunk
Julia
town.
Roberts won an Academy Award for it. Sex, Lies, and Videotape.
Magic Mike was huge.
That's right. Yeah, that's a weird franchise for him too. No, that wasn't even in the credits there. You see that? Like, that wasn't even mentioned.
It was in there.
It was?
Yeah. It was.
Oh, 'cause he made 3 of them. Okay. And he made 3 Ocean's 11. But he's got his hand in a lot of different ideas. Yeah, Contagion is very good, Robbie. It's a weird Shah, if you're gonna watch any of those movies, Sex, Lies, and Videotape, Contagion. Hard.
What year is the Sex Lies from?
Late 80s, early 90s,
Okay,
I think.
gotcha.
Yeah, even like Chris Matthews, that looks amazing. Rich Dow was saying less is more. Yeah, it's an interesting idea to go in like that. Am I right, B Show? Is it 90?
89. I didn't know Amy
89.
McDowell was in this movie.
Oh, she's gorgeous. She's so sexy. Dude, this is a fucking weird. Look at Spader at the height of his weirdness.
Yeah, it's a great cast.
It's a weird, fucked up movie. I bet you it's got big reviews. What is it at? What does people have it there at the reviews there, B Show?
Oh shit. 96 on RT.
Oh yeah, it's shot. It's like one of these auteur type films. Laura San Giacomo is so smoking hot in this fucking movie, man. There's a whole thing I think where Spader makes her play with herself and records it, because at the time people were VHS recording, people were camcording each other, and that's really what it's about. It's about these couples that kind of intertwine. Yeah, and Chris Matthews like Soderbergh. Yeah, making horror has me intrigued. Robbie's like Out of Sight. Yeah, Out of Sight's a banger. It's a fucking great movie. Lucky Logan. I know that movie. I couldn't get into it. He's got some shit I don't like. He made a movie with Sasha Grey, who's a big porn star. I could be off on her name, but it wasn't a porn movie. But Spader was in this before Jack's back. Yeah, this kind of made Spader, I think, this movie. Yeah, what's this movie he made? The other
Girlfriend Experience.
The Girlfriend Experience. Yeah, I think it's a shot. Like, he took like the hottest porn star in the industry and mainstreamed her in a movie and made her like a high-end prostitute in a movie. Like,
I'm actually looking this up. I feel like I would like this movie.
Which one?
The Sex, Lies, and Videotape.
Oh, you'd love it, dude. It's so ahead of its time. When you see how there was no movies like this in mainstream theaters. Everyone went and saw it. I saw it on a date. Like, everyone went and saw this movie, and it's very edgy. You know, I would say Shah, that or Contagion, or even Out of Sight. They're a little bit more Hollywoody, but this Girlfriend Experience, B Show. I remember when he made this, because he made this with a porn star.
I can't believe he did this in 2016. Was this a TV series?
No, it became a TV series, but it was a movie that became a TV series afterwards.
Because that's what I was saying. I didn't think there was any way.
Yeah.
Wow, 2009.
Yeah, look at her. That's Sasha.
So he did that after he was like balls deep in Ocean's 11 type of shit,
Yeah,
and then he made this.
and then he took his own money and made a movie with a porn star.
Fantastic.
She's hot as balls. If you guys never heard of her, this girl is fucking. She looks like Misty Monday, doesn't she? She does. She looks like Misty Monday. She was like an A-list porn star. I've seen some of it. I just caught it on cable a few times, but people were into this movie, man. And then it became a series.
Yeah, she's definitely good looking.
Yeah, is that Sasha Grey? Is that her name? I'm sure that's not. I think that's her name. Sasha Draper. Is that her name, Bisha?
Maybe at one time.
It could have been 2009.
Sasha Grey.
Yes, Sasha Grey. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Real ones know. Real ones know. Shah, check it out, man. I'm telling you, you'll love it. It's great. You'll love the way it was shot, everything about it. Yeah, look at her, dude. She's stunning, man. She's even better looking now.
I think I'm gonna check out The Master tonight. I saw that's on Tubi, and I've never seen that.
I saw it in theaters, and I sat next to a famous actor and his wife in the movie theater at the Angelica with my ex-girlfriend. The guy who plays Roger from Mad Men, John Slattery. You guys know who that is? That's the second time I met that dude in a movie theater. I don't want to get into it. It's too long a story, but we sat literally next to him and his wife, who's a famous actress, and his daughter, me and my ex-girlfriend, at the Angelica movie theater, and she was having a conniption the whole time. I was being chill, and then after we all walked out at the same pace together, and then as we got outside, she looked at me, she goes, "So what did you think?" And he was like, "I liked it. You know, I thought it was real." And I'm like, "Oh my God, this dude's on and Mad Men was fucking the hottest thing on the earth at the time. He's the male co-star." Shah, you never seen The Master?
That one, no.
All right, you got to check it out. Be sure you ever see it. It's sort of
No.
the loose Scientology movie, the creation of Scientology, but it's
Does
not
it have
real.
Philip Seymour Hoffman and
Philip
Joaquin
Seymour
Phoenix?
Hoffman and Joaquin Phoenix.
I mean, that cast alone and Paul Thomas
And,
Anderson directing it.
And what's her face? Academy Award winner,
Amy
cute redhead.
Adams.
Amy Adams. My dad loved Amy Adams. So listen, we're gonna switch gears here because we got some. Bisha, I don't know how do we even explain this Mickey Mouse circumstance.
Well, a couple of months ago, we were talking about the onslaught of public domain properties that were going to be hitting the public domain.
Yes.
Winnie the Pooh started it off, and now we're going to get a slate of Mickey Mouse horror movies. This one is, what is it called, Steam?
Well,
No.
it's Steamboat Willie.
The Mousetrap.
So,
Sorry.
The Mousetrap, yeah.
I'm gonna
Shah,
have
are
to
you
cue that.
excited for the Mickey Mouse horror era to start?
To be honest with you, kind of. I saw this one movie. It was about how evil Disney World is, and they kind of just shot it at Disney World without getting permission.
That's right.
It was shot in black and white too. Not particularly the greatest movie, but I like the concept. So, not that it's the same thing as this at all, but you know, any kind of Disney horror movie, I'm kind of into. I haven't seen Winnie the Pooh yet. I heard the second one is actually better than the first.
They put more money into it because it did well.
Yeah.
That's why. That's what I heard. We already have the Pooh horror trilogy going on. 2 of them. There's going to be a third one. But there is there is a universe now. They're all supposed to coalesce. I think these things, if I'm not mistaken.
God.
Well, anyway, we're going to check it out. Here we go. What is this called? Mousetrap.
It's called Mickey's Mousetrap.
Mickey's Mousetrap. God help us all. You know, this we'll just talk through. I'm not worried about it. Well, clearly this isn't Disney
These are
World.
the best part of the
Bastards.
Maybe lower this.
I've seen some rejection.
So
I can already tell this is terrible.
It looks really low budget, yeah.
So it's a
It's gonna be
carnival,
terrible.
and maybe they break into the carnival.
over the jungle gym. Blood.
Blood on.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
She found blood on the Jungle Gym.
Somebody got it on the Jungle Gym, apparently.
So it's basically Five Nights at Freddy's with a Mickey Mouse mask.
Wow, look at that. There's Mickey Mouse right there, Steamboat Willie. I can't believe this is public domain. I just got to be honest. Oh my God, that's Steamboat Willie. Because that's what's public domain.
Yeah. But they're using Mickey Mouse. I don't know.
Yeah.
Completely in love with you already.
I know.
Totally disgusting.
Yeah. This looks porny. Like porny.
Nice. I was gonna say she's got some nice tubes. You know?
Yeah, these are not ugly girls. I'm just saying. I got to see Mickey. Look at this.
Is
So
he in
it's
a hockey jersey?
No, he might be.
They didn't even try, man.
Yeah, they're not even trying.
They didn't even try.
Can you imagine the audition process to be in this movie? Like, what is it like?
I'll be right back.
You got these people from
Because they
Craigslist. It's a Craigslist movie right here. Nah, dude.
Oh, the original mask.
Nah.
I guess that's what it's supposed to be.
No.
You know they, and it's an arcade. It's like a low budget arcade. The mouse is out.
Where the hell did he go?
Oh my, yeah, he's like in a hockey jersey.
Mickey Mouse is Freddy Krueger now.
Wow.
This looks like a last-minute costume.
The mouse is out. Yeah, I gotta say, it's not what I thought it was going to be. It's worse, Bisha.
Yeah, a lot worse. And you mentioned casting from Craigslist. I have a feeling someone had the idea. Yeah, shot it. They wanted to jump on it before anyone else did.
Yeah,
someone they
move
knew
quick.
probably worked at some shitty arcade. So they said, okay, everyone who's working there that night, you can't tell anybody we're doing this, but you get to be in the movie.
Yeah, it looks,
That's got to be the extent of it.
yeah, anybody who comes gets to be in the movie. I think so. I definitely think so. Marquise is going. What's up, Marquise? Nah, son. Shot.
Yeah,
Wolf is right. Rich Dow. Hey now.
No, I think
Shot.
that's hands down probably the worst trailer we've ever watched.
Ever watched.
There's no chance I'm ever watching that movie.
I do. Well, Chris is like, how do they get away with running the cartoon footage? I feel like, I don't think that's the real Steamboat Willie footage. It looked too clean. Now that I think about it, gotta remember that was like 100 years ago, literal 100 years ago, right?
Well,
that looked too clean.
Isn't the rule something about like it hits public domain once the creator has been dead for so many years, or after it's been 100 years or something like that? I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Wait, you're not a lawyer? I've been operating this whole time. Why have you been giving me legal advice?
Yeah, all that legal advice I gave you, forget about it.
This is why I had to cop like 8 pleas. You know, backwards Baron Corbin, the obsession with turning public domain into horror movies is only because somebody's going to do it. And like Bisho said, you got to be first. So that's what I think it was. But I will probably watch this if I start smoking crack instead of taking edibles. Robbie's saying it's 95 years, so it's quite possible. Yeah, and that's a long time. But it's way worse than we thought it was going to be, just to share that. So the Terrifier people, some of the producers from Terrifier, not our friend who was a producer of the first 2 films, Uncle Creepy, have a new film out. It's a new horror movie. And I checked out the trailer the other day. I think it came out on Tuesday. And I think it's called Steam. Is that what this one's called, Bisho?
Stream.
I'm so sorry. It's called Stream. Shah, you haven't checked this out yet, right? This is some of the Terrifier people's movie.
No, is this the one that has everybody in there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I've read about it. We were trying to hunt down the trailer a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, the trailer's out. So we got the trailer. We talked about this, I think, on Patreon. I don't think we talked about this on the free, but we talked about this on Patreon. It's from some of the producers. It has Daniel Harris, David Howard Thornton, who plays Art the Clown, Jeffrey Combs from Reanimator.
Tony Todd's in it.
Tony
Wallace,
Todd.
I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of famous people in it. We read about it. We talked about it on Patreon. This is the official trailer, and it's called Stream. And we're going to check it out. And maybe we'll stop this halfway through because there might be a lot of quick shit in here. Where's Mickey Mouse? Is he in this too? It's a hard
killer
looking
sounds
lady.
like Donald Duck.
That's a hard looking lady smoking a butt.
Believable, though.
Yeah, very believable. Uh-oh. What's that in the woods? Uh-oh. Oh, jeez.
Why don't we go away tomorrow? It would do the whole family some good.
Is that Danielle Harris?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Welcome
a lot of surgery.
to the Pines.
Jeffrey Combs. Let's see if we can pick everybody out, guys.
This place isn't half bad now, is it?
Who's the other girl?
Is about spending quality time with the
So they go
people
stay
that
at a
you love,
hotel.
'cause you never know just how limited that time is.
Damn, Jeffrey Combs, famous mostly for Reanimator. Uh-oh.
Everything's locked up. Every door in this damn place is that way.
That's
the dad from Sister.
Yeah, also from Barney Miller.
You and I need to figure out what the hell's going on.
That guy looks familiar too.
Tonight, we are running a game.
So it's like a hotel where they kill you.
Eliminated. City
All right, let's pause this for a second.
Unknowingly signed up for.
Felicia Rose.
Felicia Rose from Sleepaway Camp. Shah, a lot of royalty here from the horror world.
Yeah, a lot of familiar faces. Unfortunately, the movie looks really bad.
Looks pretty bad.
I don't think this is something I'm going to check out. I can't believe you get all these famous names under the same building, and this is the best that you come up with is like dudes in like paintball masks shooting each other in a fucking hotel hallway. Like that's, I don't know.
Yeah, it looks pretty. It looks Bicho. It looks Mickey Mouse low budget.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I was surprised. They're getting all these names. Maybe they spent all the budget on the B-list actors, but it almost seems like a cross between House on Haunted Hill and The Purge.
Well, Jeffrey Combs seems like he's got such a good voice. You know, I feel like he's doing a good job here, but I'm so maybe all the money went to Botox. Let's see if we can finish up this trailer and see if we can see who Art the Clown is in this. David Howard Thornton.
That girl's pretty cute.
Yes, there's a really good looking
Our
chick.
game is a rather unusual one.
There's Felicia Rose there.
Double kill. I would be
He's probably in a
remiss
mask.
if I didn't welcome our 4.
Yeah, I wonder, is he the...
Who's the big dude? Oh, Damien Leone did the special effects, guys. Who's that giant guy? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. We'll
More
find out.
kills equals more points. Creativity counts.
I like the masks.
I like the girl in the yellow.
And Damien knows how to fucking kill people.
What are you talking about? A game? These are people's lives, for Christ's sake.
That's probably David Thornton, Howard Thornton.
Blood on the ground means points on the board.
Yeah.
So Jeffrey Combs gets Danielle Harris. Let's see what else. Tim Reed.
Buckle up.
Dee Wallace. Wow.
Ups are over, ladies and gents.
David Howard Thornton. It's in a mask. They don't show. There's Tony Todd.
We hope you enjoy your stay here with us as much as we will.
Happy hunting!
Wow, it's going to theaters? Shah, this is going to theaters.
I'll be honest with you, man. Aside from the cast, I kind of hate everything about this, to be honest with you. This is the exact type of horror movie I hate. I'm never going to watch this. I can promise you that.
Shah, let me ask you an honest question, honestly. If you had to watch this or Mousetrap, would you pick Mousetrap?
This one. Just
you
because of
picked
the
this one.
cast.
Okay.
But this looks equally as bad. Like, this looks horrendous. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, clearly they're making bad decisions all around. If you're going to pay Art the Clown, why are you going to put him behind a mask again? You know what I mean? Not that people would recognize him, but at least from Comic Cons and stuff, big time horror fans are going to know what he looks like. What's the point of paying the guy if he's hot right now to put him behind a fucking mask?
Yeah, that's like putting Ralph Macchio in a movie, B-Show, not having him do karate. B-Show, what's your thoughts? You have an affinity for Danielle Harris. I know that.
Yeah, I think she's all right, man. But yeah, this movie ain't it. I honestly, I'm glad in a way that Uncle Creepy's not associated because I wouldn't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah,
it does not look, especially if did Fuzz on the Lens. Yeah, they produced Terrifier. For them to do that, and then this seems kind of like a step down.
And don't forget Damien being hot shit right now, which he is. Just doing the effects makes me think this is a favor friend circumstance. Yeah. But guys in the chat are like, hey, looks like a B school movie. Yuzi, I can't say his name. I had it right once, B-Show. HH.
And I think he fucked with us and gave us the wrong pronunciation, so we'll never get it. So what's up, Yuzi?
Well, HH. HH says Amazon Prime has that movie Jackpot. I think we've talked about that movie. Thank you, HH. Chris Matz is interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's a B horror movie, right, guys? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a modern B horror movie with a lot of big names. Just looks like Shah said, to get all those people together and to take a big dump like that, I can't, why? Tax write-off, who knows? Now, there's
this really looks like they blew the whole budget on the casting.
Yeah, for sure. And Botox for Danielle Harris. So there's a filmmaker whose name escapes me who's made 2 movies I'm a super fan of, and his 3rd movie's coming out. The first movie being Blue Ruin. For those of you unfamiliar with Blue Ruin, I highly, highly suggest you do whatever you can to watch that film immediately. It is a fucking incredible, grimy, hard-hitting, low-budget revenge movie that people were just so shook when the movie came out that the same director directed a second movie called Green Room, which I've mentioned on this show many times. Shah, have you seen Green Room?
Yeah, I own it twice. I just bought it on 4K actually.
What is your opinion of Green Room?
Big fan of the movie. It's an A24 movie. Not your typical A24 movie. I kind of like those like Nazi exploitation type of movies, and I feel like this is
Patrick Stewart as a Nazi leader. Oh Jesus!
Yeah, it's a pretty hardcore movie. I would definitely check it out. It's a thriller. It's not a horror movie.
Thriller, yeah, it's a thriller for sure. Shah, have you seen Blue Ruin?
No, I haven't seen that one.
Oh my God! Oh my, you've heard of it though, right? I'm sure you've heard of it.
No, I've actually never heard of it.
Oh, Bisho, have you ever heard of Blue Ruin?
No, I've heard of the room one that you talked about before.
Green Room is very trendy. Yeah. Green Room was a bigger. So I both of them are bangers to death, but this director has only made those two movies, and they're hard movies. Well, he's got his biggest, most ambitious film yet, called Rebel Ridge, coming to Netflix. And if you're a fan of First Blood, oh my God, guys, get ready to whip it out. And this is called Rebel Ridge. We'll stop it.
I need to report a crime.
Oh, shit.
And this was cash?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You just got suspect.
Big guy must weigh 250. We're gonna hold on to this money. I didn't get his badge number, but his last name's Marston.
You're gonna need to leave.
Main suspect number 2.
Jeremy Slander.
Hey, Mike! I'm posting bail. You stay low, all right?
You can fight for the money, but that'll take you most of a year and cost you.
So hold on. I just want to set the scene here. Dude is in like a rednecky town. He's an African-American gentleman. Don't know the circumstances behind it, but he gets kind of fucked with by cops and they steal money from him and they arrest his friend. Shah, where do you think this is going?
It kind of reminds me of Rambo during riot season.
Kind of like First Blood meets Walking Tall, right?
Well, First Blood meets like 2020.
Yeah, a 2020 First Blood. Yeah. B-Show, like, you getting First Blood vibes? Because that's me. This, like, you're gonna get them if you don't get them yet. You're gonna get them.
Yeah, like when he was getting questioned, he said, "I didn't see the badge, but this is his last name, and this is this second suspect." He's had a certain cadence about him that made you think he was law enforcement or something, which gave me First Blood vibes.
All right, so Don Johnson plays the redneck sheriff in a redneck town. Strangely enough, they don't like black guys in this redneck town.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah, who would have thunk it? All right, so let's run with it because I'm really excited about this movie.
All right. Twice what you're owed.
And it's legal?
Law.
May I at least see my cousin?
You can fuck right off.
I would love to, sir, just as soon as I get my money back.
You do not stand in my station in front of my officers to set terms. You need to be very, very careful.
Let's not do that.
Dude's got a great look, too.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
Oh. I think he's Marine Corps Martial Arts, MCMAP. One mind, any weapon.
Whatever you decide to do, you do it damn far
I love that
from
music,
Oh,
here.
too.
Yeah.
You enter this town again, so go another route.
It's time for another chapter.
Something's up. Chief is willing to kill to keep us from finding out.
You ain't ever
This
gonna
girl
be
is so
safe.
These cops might end up on top, but they don't get any more outs.
Suspect is armed. He goes down. He does
Totally
not
First
get
Blood.
back up.
Oh yeah.
It's coming out of hand.
Dude's Black Rambo.
People getting hurt now.
Yeah, Black Rambo. I love Don Johnson in this
So
role.
I was thinking,
This-
what if we just walk away?
Well, now you're starting to talk.
What if I was like, nah.
Look at this shit, dude.
That was like a Denzel line, I think. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
this dude is like a big dude.
Yeah.
Shah, I get good. I love this director so much, and he knows how to deliver violence and uncomfortable things. And I got to tell you, I'm totally in. Like, and I don't know who this star is, but I want to know who this guy is because he looks like legitimate. Like he's gonna fuck somebody's shit up.
I'm just surprised how much they copied from Rambo. You know, even
First
to
Blood,
like
First Blood, not Rambo.
yeah,
First
well, yeah.
Blood.
Even to like the negotiation on the phone. You know what I mean? Like everything is pretty much the same. I would check it out since it's on Netflix. I'm not too excited about it. It's not really my type of movie. But it looks good though. It looks like it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah. B Show.
I'm down.
Who is this guy?
His name is Aaron Pierre.
Okay, the girl looks very familiar too. What is he from?
Oh, let's see.
He's in ill shape. I've never seen him in anything.
Oh, he's in the new Blade movie?
Wow. Okay. Oh, he's from Old. I remember him from Old. Wow. Okay. Is he American? He's from London. He's from London. Are you from London? Wow. This dude's cock diesel. Wow. James Cromwell is in this movie? How old is that motherfucker? David
He's got to be
Drennan?
pushing 80, 85, right?
Yeah, he's got
84.
Wow. Yeah, B-Show, I'm excited for this. This looks like a fun romp.
Me too. Don Johnson in that rednecky asshole role. I like that. Just kind of a departure from what he's usually done. Are we going to get the scene at the end where he's like, me and Johnny, we was going to drive up the coast in a Corvette, and then Johnny didn't come home? Are we going to get that kind of scene since they're copying First Blood?
Maybe. I don't know. That would be interesting if he said they drew First Blood. Shah, what if in the middle of it he goes, they drew First Blood? I would pop.
I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised. Look how much they've copied it.
Yeah.
That's my only complaint is there's like almost no originality other than switching it from a South Philly Italian to a black dude. I mean, that's all they've done, really.
And in fairness, Bayou Geeks, First Blood is not in a redneck town. It is in the Pacific Northwest. If you guys remember, First Blood is not in a redneck town.
It's in Oregon, right?
It's in the Pacific Northwest. It's in Oregon. It's in the mountains and in the woods. This is in a redneck town.
But where do you want Black Rambo to happen? It's not going to happen in like Chicago or Brooklyn or something. It's going to be
Black Rambo should be in Kensington, Shah, don't you think? Black Rambo.
Well, I also think like doing it in a rural, like secluded area makes it. It just makes more sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the more crowded the area is, the less of a community like this is going to exist. So,
dude,
I think that brings some sort of fear.
Wouldn't it be funny if we find out it takes place in the Hamptons and we're just all wrong? We just assumed it was in a redneck town. It was like, what you doing in Montauk, son? It's like, what'd you say to me, Montauk? Like, I just think
happening.
But Shah, this director, I have so much faith in this guy. Bisho, can you just pull up Blue Ruin? I cannot stress to you. The star of Blue Ruin, who is also in Green Door, Shah, is the guy who directed the now ill-fated Toxic Avenger movie. Blue Ruin is like is one of the best indie films of the 21st century. People are obsessed with this movie. You either get it or you don't. All I'm going to tell you about the movie, for those of you who have an interest in it, and I highly recommend it, it's a dude who's homeless who lives in his car because a tragedy happened to his family. And people are trying to get him out of the car, and you don't know why he's in the car. And then when you find out why he's in the car, oh boy, things get a little tasty. It is a hard as balls movie. Maybe one of my favorite films of the easily of the 21st century. It might make my top 20. And if you liked Green Room, a lot of people have seen Green Room, but have not seen Blue Ruin. Shah, I'm surprised this movie was never on your radar. This was like a big indie movie.
Yeah, I haven't even heard of this movie, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Dude, it's deep, man. It's deep. Some deep shit that goes on in here. You know, like it's really kind of sad. That's the guy, the star of it, B-Show. This guy is the guy who directed, unfortunately, the movie we probably will never see, which is the new Toxie.
Yeah, that sucks. Brother Joe's in the house as well as Drew Yari.
Oh, the Yarsifer and Jostopher. Yeah, there he is.
I think this is the first time in a long time Brother Joe has joined us live, so welcome.
Yeah, well, thank you, Brother Joe. So we got a couple more trailers, B-Show. What do we got here? Was it Steam, or was that the other one? Or I had that
was Stream. Let's see, we did SNL, we did Demon Disorder, we did Stream.
We got the ones that Shah gave us, right?
The red trailer and Succubus, and then there's Consumed as well. So the red. Okay, let's start.
Let's go to the red. Now, which one is this? The red. Where did this come from?
This is the one with Michael Biehn and zombie kangaroos.
Oh, yeah, I say this. This looks great. So this is zombie kangaroos. We won't spend a lot of time on this. I just thought it was funny. And then we got two more, and then we got a dick ton we're getting to in Patreon. Holy fucking shit tard. Do we got a lot there?
All right, I'm getting it queued up here. There's an
all right. Get queued up, show.
Ryan Reynolds Mint Mobile ad. Has anybody ever tried Mint Mobile? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Apparently, Ryan Reynolds is worth $500 million.
A month will all.
There we go.
We don't. This is a real movie.
What did you say?
Let's just talk about this fucker. All right. This is about killer kangaroos. There's Michael Biehn, Terminator, the original Reese, guys.
A beast. It takes all forms.
Johnny Ringo.
Johnny Ringo from Tombstone.
It'll change you when you see it.
He's got a great voice, doesn't he?
He was also the sheriff in Planet Terror as well.
Yes, he was good in Planet Terror.
ever
He
seen
was
any
Don Johnson's
blackface?
brother, wasn't he? No, he was the other guy, Lawnmower Man's brother. They owned the rib joint.
Yes.
It looks like a bite wound.
So this is an Australia movie.
Well, kangaroos is not going to be in Central
Well,
Kansas.
it could be in the Hamptons. Maybe it's in Montauk, like the Black Rambo movie.
That girl looks familiar, the brunette.
What is that?
Why is Michael Biehn in an Australian movie in America? By the way, this already looks better than Mickey Mouse and the other movie.
Massive room.
Massive
Massive
Roo.
Roo.
7 foot tall. Big red. It's a zombie.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Looks
I have
so
to
bad.
We have to do something.
Saw the
Yeah, it's
CG. They CG'd the kangaroo.
Yeah, this is gonna be terrible,
Blow the
dude.
fucking
It's gonna
brains
be.
out.
Oh
We have to do
no.
a watch along. We have to do a watch.
Oh no.
Nature
Edibles and
bounces
bourbon
back.
watch along.
Come here, boy.
7
They
foot
made it
kangaroo.
stagger like a zombie.
He's top diesel. Did you guys see that? Oh my god. The red. Oh, here we go. Let's see if you see a better shot of him.
Oh, we've seen enough. We
I need
saw
to see
it.
more. Here he comes.
G'day, Skip.
Oh my. Rippy's gone rogue. Wow. In cinema, comes out Halloween. Guys, we have to do a watch along for that. I'm sorry. That looks like the biggest piece of shit. Shot, we may have found the 3 worst movies of 2024.
Yeah, we played some really bad fucking trailers.
But that,
Those
Shot,
three.
they all can't be like Neon and fucking A24. You know what?
Yeah,
The
these
2B
three
was that?
Yeah, dude, I'm with Drew Yuri. This was.
What in the Drew Yari was that, B-Show?
I can't tell which one is the worst that we watched. All 3 are, I feel like, equally as bad.
This reminds me of like a Wolf Cop, where it's bad, but it's going to be good and fun.
Like Zombie Beavers. Remember that movie?
I said like
I
Wolf
watched
Cop.
Zombie-
I love
Zombie
Wolf
Beavers.
Cop. Come on.
Wolf Cop has more charm than any of these
Yes.
movies.
Yes.
If you had to watch one of the 3 guys in the chat room, which one would you do? I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd go with the Mickey Mouse. There's just something so taboo that it's Mickey Mouse. If you had to do Mickey Mouse, the Stream movie, or the Killer Kangaroo movie, B-Show, which one are you going with?
I don't know, man. I like Michael Biehn, and everyone keeps asking us to do a drunk watch along with this, so it might have to be the red.
Shah, which one would you have to do? You have to do one. You have to watch the whole movie. You have to watch it.
Just out of sheer curiosity, I'd probably say the Mickey Mouse movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something about because it looks the lowest of the budgets of all 3 movies.
Yes.
Well, I just want to see what they included in the movie to see what they got away with.
Yeah.
I think that's the most intriguing part about it.
Rich Dow is saying red. Yeah, the kangaroo movie. I think Chris Matthews is going to say the kangaroo movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yeah, he's saying it's going to be so bad. It's good. All right. Wolf Cop was made in my city. Robbie, I envy you. That's all I have to say. I'm jelly. I am jelly that it was made in your city.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris Matthews like, I'm going with the red.
No, I'm sorry, Fatty.
What did
What the
Fatty
fuck?
say?
Just
What the
WTF.
fuck? Listen, if this, I'll tell you right now, if this streams, we'll pay for it and stream it, and we will do a drunk Halloween watch along for the kangaroo movie. How about it, guys?
Brother Joe's down too, yeah.
And everyone, but you listen, even if you don't vibe, you're invited, but I don't know why you would join. Cocaine Bear or Kangaroo? Cocaine Bear was way fun, though. I loved Cocaine Bear. It was a lot of fun. All right, we got 2 trailers there. I don't think any of them are going to be in the vein of what we just saw. What do we got? Succubus?
Succubus and Consumed. Let me pull.
Let's do Succubus because that actually was my nickname in college. You know, I needed the money, Bisho. I did.
Yeah, both of these are lower budget movies, but they're much better than the Mickey Mouse.
But they're not
and
Mickey Mouse or Kangaroo.
Yeah, they're much better than
What
those.
if we combine, Shah, the Stream Hotel, and you got the Kangaroo and Mickey Mouse staying at the hotel?
And Wolf Cop has to fight him.
Stop throwing Wolf Cop in this fucking category. I swear to Christ, I'm going to walk off the show. Next, you'll throw Street Trash in there, and then I won't speak to you until next year. All right, let's do it.
All right, hang on.
You got Succubus? How dare you?
Yeah, the beginning of it looked like another ad, so I didn't have it sharing. There we go.
No more Wolf Cop this much.
This is Succubus.
Hey, Mom.
Not an iPhone ad.
Hi. I just was calling to make sure that you have
Is
a
its
cover
mother
for
the
the weekend.
Succubus?
You know, I could drive up and help.
I've seen this in Pornhub. Shout. I've heard of Shout.
It was shot in Arkansas.
You and Sharon are separated. You're not doing anything wrong.
Let's talk when I'm thinking straight, okay?
All right, I love you.
Chicks dig confidence. Fun.
Is
strong.
this all shot
Hit
from
that
this
window where we
perspective?
can pretend you're at least one of those things.
No.
It might be.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
I kind of like this concept.
Yeah, I'm into this so far.
I'll make you feel better.
Wow.
You're a good person.
When does she ask him for his social security number?
You want to kiss me?
What?
We can talk.
Closer.
She asked for a Cash App.
Jesus.
Chris,
Did you make
Hellboy.
online contact
What?
in the last few hours?
Hellboy's in this motherfucker?
Marjorie Taylor
Yeah.
Greene's in this movie.
Whoa,
Wow.
dude. I don't know you.
Christopher, I just need for you to see this woman is very, very dangerous.
Oh my God, why is he in this movie? Ron, what's his name? I
Would
forget.
you like to see my room? Take my hand. Are you
This
down?
guy looks familiar, by the way.
He almost looks like Daniel Radcliffe or someone like that.
He's his brother,
Hey,
Chad
what is
Radcliffe.
I told you not to keep talking with her.
Ron Perlman, is that
Bruce
right?
Perlman. Yeah, great voice. What a voice, huh?
We're going to turn a lock.
This looks
You
good.
and I. You're my key.
I would watch this. This looks like good.
Hey, babe, babe. Oh my God.
I like the concept. You know, it's a little low budget, but you got Hellboy in there.
At least a two-tissuer,
If you
right?
know what I know,
Yeah, there's going to be some
take that
people
gun
rubbing
and
out.
shoot
to
right
this.
now.
Whoa, I saw that in the background.
Oh, fuck.
Yo!
Did you guys catch that?
Yes.
Yeah, that black devil demon looking thing.
Let's see.
You
Hold
take
on.
that
Go
gun
back.
and you
The
shoot
girl
right
looks
now.
familiar, too. Look at that thing
Oh,
in
there
the
was one
back.
there, too.
I love that.
Kind of reminds me of Insidious a little bit.
A little bit. It's Insidious if you're jerking off to Insidious.
Yeah.
Bisho, can we pull this movie up real quick? I'm just curious. Shah, this looks okay. I don't think this looks terrible.
Yeah. Shout Studios. I think they're a Scream Factory company, so
Succubus film.
they're
It's probably
big time
not.
horror people.
Yeah, let's see who's in it. Other than what is the story? We don't. I just want to see the cast. Other than Hellboy dude. Angelina, Victor. Okay. Paulina. all
Looks
right,
like a lot of
Angel-
like Eastern European or Russian people in this.
Yeah. Shah, I think that looks interesting. I don't think it looks anything in the vein of the other shit we saw.
Yeah, I would actually watch this. You know.
Yeah, I would. I'm curious about it. I wonder where it's going to end up streaming. I assume it might be a Tubi kind of deal. It's funny they don't give like Ron Perlman a bigger B-show, like a bigger like thing, like starring Ron Perlman, like because he's kind of a famous guy.
Yeah, but they didn't really do that for Donald Pleasance in Halloween or John Saxon in any of the movies he's been in, like Black Christmas.
Yeah,
it was just kind of, hey, let's find a veteran who can give some gravitas to this and legitimacy, and we'll stick him in there in a role. So he's probably like a side role as an investigator or something.
Yeah. I mean, the people look a little familiar. The guy looks familiar. I don't know. I'm into it. I think it looks okay. I definitely don't think it belongs in that other category. I don't know where this is coming to. Shout Studios. I've definitely heard of them. What is Rotten Tomatoes? Can you just click on Rotten Tomatoes? I just want to see if they have. What do we got there?
Nothing yet. A new
Nothing
father
yet.
struggling with fatigue, emotional insecurities, and a failing
no.
marriage joins a dating app only to swipe right on what may be an inhuman succubus.
Swipe right. They probably wanted to call it that, and they couldn't. Can you scroll down a little bit for the cast? I want to see who this main guy is. He looks very familiar.
RJ Dan. No, that's the director.
That's the director. And he looks the main dude, the star of the movie. What is his name there? He's probably got top billing. He's got to be him right there. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
Brendan Bradley.
Brandon Bradley.
North Kakalaki.
Okay. Nothing. All right. He just looked familiar. Well, Shah, I think that looks okay. I mean, like, it doesn't look, it's going to light the world on fire, but it's no, the red, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's nothing too offensive.
Yeah.
Looks like
I'm sorry, Shah. D74 said, call it swipe left then. Hey, D74. We got one trailer left, Bisho. What is this called?
Consumed.
Okay. A lot of trailers this week, people. It's a big
Shah, do you have any backstory on this since you sent it over while I pull it up?
I think it's an alien movie, from what I can recall. I watched it about 2 weeks ago. It's a lower budget indie movie, but again, this is very similar to the quality of Succubus.
Okay.
Looks watchable, to say the least.
Well, let's check it out. It's called Consumed, and it's got an alien theme, and we're going to play it for you right now.
Yeah, the ad's almost done. And no, Drew, you already don't have YouTube Premium. I think it's a waste of money.
Sorry, Drew, we can't afford it.
Maybe we should add a $10 tier.
I think I've heard of this movie.
I think you have outdone yourself.
All right, got a couple campers here. Look like they're going to bang, probably. Playing some WB 90s music.
I think I heard something.
Uh-oh.
What could have done this?
What the hell? What kind of poop is that?
Yeah.
Looks like a chicken head.
It was a tooth, right?
Yeah, it looked like a tooth. What?
Beast down on us.
What? Oh, it's some alien.
Whoa. Is it alien or a beast
this
in the
is
woods?
It's like a
Wendigo.
Wendigo.
What the hell is a Wendigo?
Oh, I love a Wendigo movie.
According to the stories,
And this girl,
it possesses people.
yeah, Wendigo is great concept.
You can see your soul can take it.
This looks pretty cool.
You're not trapped out here, are you?
It's hunting it.
You're hunting this thing?
Oh, look at that. It's like I gave the plot away.
You want it? Come get it!
I love
Using her as
Wendigo.
bait? Jesus Christ.
This girl's cute as hell too. I want to see the monster. Oh, jeez.
The sounds it's making are pretty dope too.
Yeah. And it's from a Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot person. Oh, do we see the monster? Oh, that looks good. They're not going to show it, which is smart. All we saw was a hand there. Now, Shah, there was a Wendigo movie a couple of years ago from A24, wasn't there?
No, it wasn't A24, but it was called Antlers.
Yeah,
That was
Antlers
pretty
is
good.
Wendigo. I thought it was A24. I think
No,
it was.
no.
It was
No, it
around the COVID time. Are we positive?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's Robbie's saying it's Native American law. He's like, I'm First Nation, and Wendigo stories are only allowed to be told at certain times of the year. Interesting. Oh, because of the lore there. Yeah, Shah, Antlers was a Wendigo, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. I mean, I watched it probably 2 years ago. Yeah, I think it was a Wendigo creature.
Was that the one with the kid and he was kind of protecting it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was good. I liked that movie. It was in my top 5 of the year, I think, for that year. For
Del
horror.
Toro produced it, right?
Yes, he did. And the girl from Felicity was in it. And somebody else. I like that movie because there's a really great scene when you see the Wendigo and it's wearing somebody's face.
Mm-hmm.
Shah, do you remember
Yeah,
that?
it's an underrated movie. That's probably going to be better than this one for sure.
Oh, yeah, it's a high budget. I mean,
Yeah.
this wasn't even the catering budget for that movie, probably. I would like to see that again. Bisho, you never seen Antlers? It's a good horror movie.
I did, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like the subplot where like they're investigating for like child abuse and then they find this
Yes.
monstrous creature. Yeah.
And the kid's living with it in an abandoned house.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I like the concept, just like the European folk stuff. I like the Native American folk stuff too, because like Native Americans had all sorts of stories, and they go. I think that's where Sasquatch comes from. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
So,
yeah, either that or Italian Americans back there. I think it could be a combination of First Nation folklore and greasy wops.
Was it the first time a Native American saw a shirtless Italian? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, what it was Native Americans. There was Italians roaming in the tri-state area, shirtless in the heat, and First Nation people saw that and thought it was some sort of Wendigo beast.
Ponce de Leon was out tanning on the beach when they were conquistadors.
It was really a bunch of Italians. That's actually what happened. And they couldn't. So, and they also, little known fact, Italian men were also, you guys probably don't know this, but as an Italian men were actually the blueprint for what would be known as Chewbacca. George Lucas goes on the record saying he had a friend named Luigi who was so hairy and who talked funny. But I get to say these things, and
I love egging you on because you take it.
I love it. I love, dude. You don't got to get me. Don't get me started with the Italian shit. I'll be here all day. But Shah, what did Robbie say?
They stole our acting jobs.
We
in
did.
Western
We
movies.
did, Robbie. We did steal. Yes. They wanted. They grabbed some Sicilians and called them Navajo and threw them in movies. You know,
Wasn't Strongbow Italian?
Yeah, of course. Everybody. Dominic DiNucci was played. I think some. Shah, I like this movie and I like the Wendigo concept. I'm curious to see what the creature looks like.
Yeah, I just hope that the CGI is good on it. Because it looks like, there's some decent acting in there. It looks like it looks like a decent movie. So the only way they can kind of let me down is botching the creature. So
yeah, and
it's not too bad.
If they CG'd it to death, that would kind of
yeah,
blow.
exactly. Like the kangaroos, like come on, man.
Yeah, you could have just done a practical kangaroo. The movie's stupid enough. You didn't need to get a CG person. Be like, we need a kangaroo who's cock diesel, like who's 7 foot tall. But speaking of cock and diesel, we're going to head on over to the Patreon. Just leave that to the imagination. So if you haven't already considered going, try and check it out for the month. Why the fuck not? It's $5. You go to patreon.com/Spitball Media. You can get it on the Q&A. We're going to post the link this weekend. I think B-Show's working on a little showy show for you guys for the midway bonus show. But let's plug our pals. Let's plug our pal Rich Dow. He's got a podcast. Hey now, Rich Dow. We got Deathmatch Outlaws. We got the Drew Yari Experience. We got Cassette Classics 86 on YouTube. The Down on the Thundercast. And, of course, Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle. Very big in Bangladesh, apparently, in case you didn't know that. But their podcast apparently is very popular in India. And, of course, we have Wrestling Soup Podcast. Necromaniacs Podcast, guys. They're finally going to tackle. All three of them have seen Longlegs. I think they're recording it this week. Not sure, but I'm definitely going to check that out. You should check it out too. The Inhuman Experience Podcast, and of course we have Mojo and Dirk's most dastardly show, The Garden of Doom. We have Off the Mat. We have Old Guy Metalcast. We have FunkBetty.com. That's our friend Ronald Anderson's clothing company, and of course we have MJW Games, Cherry Jesus on YouTube, and his band Kaiser, and our good friend Sam from the Red River Podcast and his band Playing Dead. They just released a video, I think, this week. Bio Geeks. That's Fat 316. We have the High Marks Podcast, the Midnight Mass Creature Cast, the Weekly Detour with Anthony Alston and Teddy, the Guns and Geeks Podcast. And Shah, anything on the Planet Mondo channel new that the kids should know about?
No, unfortunately not. Again, I'm going on the Disconnected show. I think August 28th, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
But I'll plug that once it gets closer to the date.
Okay, perfect. And people should be subscribing to your YouTube, of course, Planet Mondo.
Yeah, more importantly, subscribe to Spitball Media on here. I'm a lot more active on here, so.
There you go. Okay, well, of course, you want to subscribe to both. And, of course, B-Show Brian, what's on the B-Show Brian channel these days?
I have written and recorded narration for the tourist trap video that I've been talking about for a while.
Yes.
I just have to get down to arranging the video. That should be up at some point. I'm going to work on something else that John suggested last week.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's going to be Patreon exclusive. I might put it up there first and then do something for the channel. But we came up with some really good kind of ideas last week that could be done. So just stay tuned, subscribe, like. And I think that's it for me. Oh, we are on TikTok now. We have one video. So I might put a couple videos a week from the show as short. So if you see us pop up on TikTok, say hi.
Yes, absolutely. All the kids love the ticker of the talk there. And, of course, if you haven't already, you got to subscribe, of course, to our channel on YouTube. And we'll get the link up for the question and answer show this weekend. If we don't do it by tonight, we'll do it over the weekend at some point, and you guys can start getting your questions in. We want to thank everybody for chilling in the chat. It was a trailer-heavy show, but we got a bunch of news we're going to get to in the old Patreon in a little bit, and you got to be a subscriber for that. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week in Spitball Media.